Bring in Stephanie Link, Chief Investment Strategist and Portfolio Manager at Hightower Advisors, as well as a CNBC contributor, and Gunjan Banerjee, lead writer for Markets Live at the Wall Street Journal. She's also a CNBC contributor. We'll go left to right. Stephanie, quickly, has the market surprised you in recent sessions that it down in the morning and it seems to rally? I mean, do you take any solace? Are you any more bullish about the rest of the year based on this action? Because in times past, when the market doesn't when the market doesn't want to go down, sometimes that can mean good thing. I mean, it could go down in one fell swoop over a 3 or 4 day period, but it's acting a little bit better than last year at the end.
Yeah, I think today is also going to be very interesting after Intel's report that you guys were talking about and how disappointing that was. We'll see if it can kind of make a turnaround. I don't think Intel can, because I think there's very specific problems and issues going on with Intel. But the rest of semis and technology has been sort of interesting, as we have seen the dip buyers this week. I think overall, Joe, earnings are okay, right? And I think that's why the market's hanging in, right? I mean, only about 20% of the companies have reported. Next week is a very, very big week, as you mentioned. But we've seen about 71% beat rates, and those that are missing are about 27%. It's not a disaster. So for every poor report like a Microsoft or Texas Instruments or Verizon, you have some pretty good numbers coming out of the Schlumbergers of the world. Tesla yesterday, of course, D.R. Horton, Freeport-McMoRan. So I think it's a mix, but I think it leans more positively. And I think that's why the market is hanging in there.
Gunjan, you point out that what didn't work last year is working a lot this year in terms of speculation. Now, is it the beginning of something lasting, or is it what happens when, I don't know, year-end selling ends in 1 year and you move into the next? Is it anything more than that? Because it's starting to look like it could be, or no?
I mean, Joe, that's the really, really big question out there. And this year looks nothing like how we ended 2022 in terms of, speculative assets are back. Bitcoin is up 40%. We're seeing heavily shorted stocks. Think the Carvanas of the world, those are sitting on double-digit gains. Tech has bounced back. It's been a really, really wild rally, one that, as you pointed out, has held up throughout the week with some of these big intraday reversals. And investors have been telling me, look, I think this is positioning driven because so many people entered the year incredibly bearish, and they may have to chase the market higher since we have been on quite a tear lately. I think one word of caution is that these types of rallies, they have cropped up from time to time during this prolonged bear market that we've been in now. And so far, they've been pretty short-lived.